Cambie Street Constructors is a company that was put together for the Canada Line project. Particularly in construction, we have a transient workforce. We do continuous hiring throughout the project. Whenever an employee is hired and comes to our project, they go through an orientation program. Our orientation takes a couple of hours. It's usually designed for experienced workers. Okay, so this is At the time, we take them through a process where we identify hazards and teach them controls. Following the completion of our regular orientation, our young workers go through an additional training. It begins with an interactive program, which is 12 elements of safety, followed by an evaluation as to the job duties that will be performed.
Because I was really worried about working in construction. You hear a lot of horror stories about it, and, lots of accidents. So, and like I said, I really didn't know what to expect here. So I was glad they were going to spend a little time and, get me orientated.
This typically takes approximately 8 hours. For the majority of them, they're all completed in the first day. But once he's completed the orientation, we're satisfied that he's equipped with good safety awareness. Then we'll introduce him to the work site and his peers and co-workers. He's introduced with a green hat and also with a buddy system that will take him through and coach him and spend approximately 2 weeks reassuring this individual that he's comfortable and he's trained to deal with the hazards that he'll be encountering.
Well, the young workers, they usually come here. I usually try to orientate them on the site, take them a walk around, show them what's happening, explain to them, and try to tell them, if you're working, if you're not familiar with something, don't be afraid to ask questions. Yeah, a lot of them, they come right out of high school. They got a little bit of experience, but most of them, the aspect of construction, they're just blind to the things that go around them. Usually assign him a task to do, and he's usually got a partner that looks after him, a journeyman partner. That if he has a problem or he needs to ask a question, he's there available for him.
Yeah, for the first little while I was working closely with carpenters. I was like a carpenter's assistant. Lots of fetching stuff and, but lots of also learning, watching what they do and, getting an idea of what goes on here. It was nice always having somebody looking over my shoulder, watching what I do, and I wasn't doing something properly or if I wasn't doing something very efficient, they'd always point it out and, they weren't mean about it, It's very helpful.
We've adopted a green hat, which is a visual indicator to tell others that this individual is new and a young worker. And that way, they're more likely to not assume that he knows everything, and they're likely to engage if they see anything that's unsafe and coach the person and explain to him exactly why and how to do things safe.
They gave me the green hat for two reasons. One, it let everyone know that I was new, to watch out and, give me a hand if I needed it. But also it was something that I could work, to earn the white hard hat.
After a couple of weeks, the co-workers and the mentors evaluate him, and the hat remains on until about approximately 1 month. At the time about 1 month, then he'll switch to the white hat with the others. And at that point, we know that there's somewhat of a comfort zone and a good understanding of the safety awareness required for the job. Young workers are the highest risk, and they also, when they enter the workplace, they're entering with only their personal awareness. So what we try to do is make sure that we equip them with the best abilities that we can in the shortest amount of time that makes good business sense. The proactive approach is cost-effective. In the long term, if our younger workers get injured and the cost of compensation insurance goes up, it puts us at a disadvantage when we actually compete for other projects.
I've been doing this for 20-some years, right? So I got a lot of experience. I try to install on the workers the same thing, like be proud of what you're doing every day. Do a good quality job, do it safe. At the end of the day, we all get to go home.
I'm glad they have all this tension on safety and on new guys and training new guys. I'm shocked to hear that other companies aren't the same. I mean, I couldn't imagine starting work fresh, clean in the construction industry without having any sort of safety orientation or any sort of special attention or focus.
Our statistical information is telling us that our performance is about 80% better than the construction industry. So we feel very confident in what we're doing. We're going to continue to improve on it.